Mr. Dennis Amara Turejalo, aka Kao the Alaskan Denero, come before the house. Mr. Famous, come before the house. The people of Sierra Leone want to have a word with you. What's up, Sierra Leone? This is Emmanuel out of 600, and I'm back at you with another one. You are live on Wahala Day. We say no bring Wahala. If you bring Wahala to we say no Wahala. We would meet you with it. So we have Mr. Kao the Alaskan Denero before the house on Wahala Day, and we have Mr. Famous on the side. Apparently for some Wahala where they go on, and this is where we settle the scores. So I've been following this news since February of 2025. It's today that I've been able to get into the details of it, because Kao the Alaskan Denero has posted a side of the story, and Mr. Famous has also posted a side of the story. So apparently on 21st of February, Z had a program where it was noted that Famous came for the program, and Kao Denero and his people and his entourage also came for the same program. Good. And that is where things unfolded. When I heard the story, I felt it was a little bit premature. My sources hadn't really confirmed anything concrete yet, so we couldn't talk about it. But today, we can talk about it. That is why I've summoned Kao the Alaskan and Famous before the Wahala Day committee. So anybody who bring the Wahala, we go give them Wahala. So Kao Denero said, he posted on his social media, he's like, I tried my best not to make this public, but I believe it has gotten to the point where I have to make it public. Few months back, I was invited by the CID, that's the police CID headquarters, based on allegations by my fellow artists, no other person than who? Mr. Famous. Famous made gross allegations against my persona. This guy claimed I attacked him with a pistol and so much more. Everyone on social media has seen how many times this individual has been taunting me with disrespectful insults. And it's very disappointing to experience such from the same people I consider my colleagues in the industry. This is Kao Denero expressing what? Regret. He's sad, he feels disappointed. Dude is silently pursuing the case, LOL, laugh out loud. These guys will tease you like they are gangsters. And when a fan reacts, they run to the authorities. The investigation is ongoing. This is what Kao Denero said after visiting the CID headquarters. So Kao Denero, ever since I started following him, I've gotten to know he's a little bit gangster, though he's what? He's an envoy. You understand? Or he's the entertainment ambassador. He's a little bit gangster and he rides deep. That is why they always wave the black bandana. It's gang gang. Stay black or stay back. That is what Kao the Alaskan Denero always says. And it's a thin line or a fine line because he's the same individual who is an ambassador who is supposed to be leading, for the government. And he's a gangster as well. How does he separate these two personalities? It's crazy. But of course, not to downplay the allegations, these are serious allegations. So Kao Denero is saying, I'm gangster to the core. If you are not willing to engage, not come my side. That is what he says every time. And here he said, some people literally fought for him because he has what? A strong fan base. So that means it's not him in person. You understand? Some people fought for him because it's gang. We can't see you insult our leader and let you go. And you're not a rapper. You know, some of these things I do not want to see it end up in violence because we could lose so many things. And Famous is an icon in Sierra Leone. We would not want to lose our legends. We would not want to lose our icons to violence. But these people have both lived in America for a very long time. So the culture is part of them, regardless of the fact that Famous is not a rapper. So how is someone who is not a rapper battling with someone who is a rapper? So let's listen to Famous. Famous also said, to my fans, colleagues, and friends, the corporate and the business communities and families, I am now compelled to address the egregious allegations against me on all social media platforms. He's like, oh, these people perpetrated an attack and were violent on him, and he called them as what? Wannabe gangsters. That means they are not gangsters, but they want to, prove that they are gangsters, bro. And here's my rebuttal. If they are not gangsters, they will not be pressing you with a pistol, bro. They are gangsters to the core. That is how come they are pressing you, and they are about that life. I want to know Kao Denero's rap sheets. I think he's gangster to the core. They are not wannabe gangsters. That is why they are pressing you. So you don't say they are wannabe gangsters. They are real gangsters. And the music scene is different from being a gangster, but they are gangsters on the side aside. They loving, Kao the Alaskan Denero and supporting him. So Famous said that, simply put, after these people attacked him, he had to what? Report to the Sierra Leonean authorities. It's like my team on that said night. You understand? My team on that said night, including dancers, specifically young boys and girls, were discouraged and were hurt because of what? The attack, which they feel it's intentional. I condemn that. If you have a problem with Famous, you deal with Famous. Yes, he's been coming against your persona, but the brand Kao Denero is big. He shouldn't cross lines. Okay, he's saying the stories, they've not really, the investigation is still very much active. We are not able to really ascertain whether Famous allegation against Kao Denero is true or not. But let me say his side of the story. So he's like, after the attack on the young dancers and the young dancers, both male and female, he reported the case to the authorities because these people were not, he said they were not spared and suffered terribly from an unprovoked attack and has since been terrified by this shocking behavior. That means these people are having PTSD. If then they sit there, the event and how things unraveled, they worry them. They were traumatized that this is what, according to Famous account. He's like, despite my unwavering commitment to professionalism and respect of the law, I've been subject to vicious, unfounded accusations of flaming tensions. How can I let this go? This could have been what? A life-changing physical abuse. And that is true. We do not condone that. You should get to the studio. This is not the first time a rapper and a singer would be beefing. Just go to the studio and let's see, bro. Fortunately, he's saying that there is an unequivocal evidence. That is the CCTV footages, their videos, and their audio recordings of all this that is in the possession of his legal team and the right authorities. It's like, I am pursuing justice, not for my personal vendetta against Kao the Alaskan Denero, but to uphold the principles of decency. I support that. I support that. Law and order was what? Law and order in the industry must prevail. That is what he's saying. He's saying it is imperative that no individual is permitted to operate above the law and engage in bullying and a bullying behavior with impunity. That means it's like some people, he's saying that Kao Denero has taken the law into his own hands in Sierra Leone. That is what Famous is saying. And he thinks he's above the law and is doing anything what he wants. How true is it? It's like as an artist, his primary focus is what? To create music and what? To give a positive impact to the Sierra Leone music industry, which is true, because we do not want to see these gang violence, because in America it's a menace. We shouldn't stop this in Sierra Leone. We shouldn't stop this in Sierra Leone. But I have a place where he said that everybody who knows him knows what? He is gangster. And he would what? He would always want to catch a fade one-on-one if Kao Denero wants. You are pursuing the legal ground. That was not necessary to say that you what? You want to catch a fade with a king. That is not it. You want a one-on-one battle with a king. If you want to legally organize a boxing match, let's see who comes up on top. Or an MMA match where you could use your hands, elbows, and all of that. Yeah. So he's reported this case and he says all the evidences are what? Are with the authorities and they are investigating the thing. This is what I would want to say to Kao Denero. He's an ambassador. Some of these things do not help the global image. For brand endorsements and all of it, it shouldn't happen. If you want to appeal to brands, all these things. I remember in Ghana, it happened between Sumbo and Shatawale. And he almost lost a brand deal. He lost several endorsements because he pulled up a gun on stage. But hopefully it's not Kao who did it, but some of his entourage. And since he's the leader, that is it. You must protect the bag. Kao shouldn't be getting his hands dirty. But Kao has said his side of the story. It's like he doesn't know anything about it. He was there and Famous attacked him unprovoked. That means Famous has been talking so much on him on social media, has been defaming his personality. I think he should have pursued a legal ground. But man, them is too gangster to pursue a legal ground. And that is why his team touched. They didn't beat Famous. They said they tagged him. It was just a little touch. They tagged him and his team. Touch, you know. They tagged him a little bit, but they didn't beat him. And Famous is saying that he's had PTSD from the day. Anytime he wake up, Charlie, sometimes in the bed, he just go wake up. Hey, it's Kao Denero here. Yes, he has PTSD from the day, and even the people involved with his dancers or his also in his entourage also are having, are traumatized or were traumatized by that event. So this is it. You don't poke a bear. That is one thing. You don't poke a bear and fear reaction. This is it. If you continue poking me and we handle it on the street because I'm gangster, you should be able to take it. You shouldn't run to authorities. Acting fake like a gangster, and when you are being tagged a little bit, a playful touch, you run to the authorities. That is bitch ass, outright. But also on the other hand, Kao Denero is an ambassador. He shouldn't be handling things on the street because it's just so bad to his name and to his integrity if these allegations by Famous are founded. So at the end of the day, the people of Salon say both Famous and Kao Denero, them do yawa. Them all they like palava, or them all they like the wahala, and they deserve the wahala. Because these things could turn into legal battles and would drain you as an artist, and it would disrupt what your creative level. Because bro, you cannot even think straight if you're having to battle this legally, or you end up in jail. It's not worth it. You guys are both what grown ass men who can handle their business. So, like I'm saying, if you're advising the cat, you also advise the fish. You don't poke the lion because the lion or what will come with a fade. If you're not ready for the fade, bro, stop the bullshit and get in line. Don't talk about me on social media if you do not want the feed. That is it. So yes, based on this, what do you think? Which side are you on? Do you think what the ambassador did, or the allegedly what the ambassador's team did, can go a long way to affect the ambassador? Or you think Famous is just a bitch ass nigga? Let us know. These are all allegations. They are unfounded. Authorities are investigating them, but I just brought it to you so that you would know what is going on. Like, share, subscribe to my shit if you like what we do here. I'm signing out.